morning, dreamers. How are you today? I hope you're well. My coffee pot is still gurgling for the last little bits of it, and so that's the noise. But I grabbed my coffee in advance, and I'm throwing my light everywhere. Ah, well, whatever. Oh, happy Tuesday. I'm glad that you're here helping me take my vitamins. I don't want to forget. That would never do. Never, ever, ever. I am so glad you're here. Yesterday, I had a pretty dark day, to be really honest with you. I started out mulling things over. It wasn't a super fun mull, but it turned into a really yucky day, emotionally and mentally, and I needed to take some mental health time. And you know what? The only one that can make that decision for you is you. My amygdala had been working overtime protecting me from who knows what. But just getting stuff done, the administrative me was exhausted. I call her mom. She was exhausted. We thought we would have some, when I say we in this situation, I meant myself. I thought I was going to have some alone time a while back that I did not get, and it just sneaked up and sneaked up. I needed it, and I did not get it. And yeah, it just sneaked up on me. I didn't spend time baking the way I should have. I will be doing some of that tonight after supper. I got to use up all my filled with gluten and filled with, all-purpose flours, and get some fresh almond and fresh coconut to get my kitchen into sorts for what we're doing here. Anyway, that is kind of where I was going, was just like the administrative me was overwhelmed, and so the amygdala kept trying to protect it. And so the playful me could not come and play because it was too tired. It was trying to push its way through this other mess. And so on the weekend, playful me wasn't there when it needed to be there because administrative me was still at the forefront. So anyway, that's what happened. And I find that is a mom's lot when it comes to vacation planning. It's like mom has to organize the food. Mom has to organize whoever the caretaking spouse is, if you will. They need to organize everything. They've got to make sure everything's good. What does the practical spouse have to do? Load the trunk. It's a big job. It's important, but it's different. It is different. It's thinking in the moment, not the before, during, and after thinking. And it is what Sheila Gregoire calls the mental load. And that mental load was really, really heavy last week. And so the small break we did get, as beautiful as it was, I needed to be out on that trail. I needed to be moving. I needed to be physically go. And it was, nope, we're not physically going. We are sitting in a car, which I get. We kind of had to go somewhere. But it was just like we're watching things pass us. And I should have said what I needed, but I didn't. And when we expect other people to understand, we're going to be disappointed because they cannot read our minds. And yeah, so yesterday I was like, forget it. I am going out until I can't keep going. Like, I'm going until I'm so done, I might have to call a cab. Like, that's how. And it really wasn't that bad. I ended up going, and the clock was what told me I had to turn around because I had to pick up Hannah. And, but I went. It ended up only being 9 kilometers. It wasn't a huge distance, but it was something I needed. And so I listened to some music, I listened to a podcast, and then I just turned it all off. Once the sun set, I turned it all off. I love walking and running in the dark. It is something very, very calming to me. You just have to watch for skunks. And if you're out in the country, you got to watch out for coyotes. Absolutely. But, because foxes, they don't really mess with people. I mean, you should be aware of them, but cats are the ones that have to be careful of the foxes. But yeah, all that to say, I'm trying to be really honest with you that sometimes what you need, you're not getting. And sometimes it's because you're not saying what you need. And sometimes you don't know what you need until you absolutely need it. And you can look back. Hindsight 2020, as they say. But don't get so overwhelmed that you end up needing that like I did. I allowed the situation to overtake me. I did not process the way I know how in my therapeutical tools that I've been given. And yeah, I did not take what I needed. And I don't mean that selfishly. I mean that we are designed a specific way. And sometimes we need fuel. It needs to be the right fuel. Someone else's fuel cannot fuel you. And you should not be stuck fitting into boxes for other people because you need a different type of fuel. It is okay. In fact, it is good stewardship of the body and mind God has given you to say, you know what, that doesn't work for me. Doesn't mean you're wrong. It just means I need something else. And I needed a whole lot more movement than what I was getting. And I just crashed and burned. But after a very good evening, looking at the sky, watching the sun set and being in awe of the Creator, moving while that occurred, had a very good personal worship session with the Almighty Creator. And I feel much better today. I'm tired, I'll give you that. But I'm not weary. And there's a difference. So I hope that you find what you need that's designed for you. Because you are valuable and created to be something amazing. And how you are designed matters. But other people can't read your mind. So, stand up for yourself. You would if you were your best friend. Right? Anyway, know that I love you. That's enough for today. I'll chat with you later. Bye.